Orange County has 3.2 million people spread across 34 cities, and each one has its own unique personality. After 20 years of living here in Huntington Beach and helping hundreds of people find their perfect spot, I can tell you this: where you choose to live in the OC will completely shape your experience of living in California. Today, I'm breaking down the top 10 cities in Orange County. These are my personal favorites, and I'll show you exactly where they are and why that matters to your commute, what makes each one special beyond what you're going to read online, the real price ranges you're looking at in this market today, and most important, I'll tell you what the locals think about each area that we're covering. I'm Ann, and whether you're coming from the East Coast like I did, or you're just moving within the state, by the end of this video, you'll know which Orange County city best fits your life. So let's dig in and see what's up. My favorite is Huntington Beach. It has about 200,000 residents, and it's 8.5 miles of beach all the way down to Newport. Prices range anywhere from $750 for a one-bedroom condo all the way up to a multi-million-dollar oceanfront house. The key neighborhoods are downtown Huntington Beach, which we've talked about with the pier and all the activities, Huntington Harbor, which is further up along Pacific Coast Highway and borders Sunset and Seal Beach areas, and then we've got Bolsa Chica overlooking the wetlands. And some of the things that you might not know about or hear about it, but you will from the locals, is you have the Tuesday night surf nights, which is an open market in the downtown area. We have a fantastic dog beach, which is north of the city, right by Bolsa Chica State Beach. We have the wetlands, which a lot of hiking in the area, and you'll be able to see a lot of bird watching. Sometimes you might even run across coyotes. If any of these things surprise you, comment down below for me. Thanks. The second one is Newport Beach. Believe it or not, it only has about 85,000 residents. The areas that are really popular: Balboa Island, the Fashion Island Shopping Center, Corona del Mar, the Newport Shores area, which is real popular with people coming in and staying at Airbnbs. There's lots of mega yachts on the channel. You have the restaurant mile with all kinds of food, and you can walk to most places. That's great. The price ranges here are in the higher price category. So you're going to start somewhere around $800,000 for a small 1 or 2 bedroom condo, no views, and then you can pay as much as $50 million. And believe it or not, people pay it almost every day. We see things like that coming on the market and getting sold right away. It's really unique. The locals like it because there are lots of areas to hike that people don't know about along the Back Bay. And as I mentioned earlier, Fashion Island is a shopping mecca for people from all over the world to come in and see all kinds of different things. Many people move to the area because they have a boat and they need a place to park it in front of their house. They like fine dining. It's easy access to get to top of the line restaurants and shopping, such as Fashion Island. It's an amazing place to be. I like it not only for all of those things, but it's a great place to go sit down, relax, have a cup of coffee, and look at the views and the people. Okay, the third beach that I like here, and I stayed there when I first came to California, is Laguna Beach. It's a kind of a sleepy little area. They have about 23,000 residents. It used to be a little art enclave for people for years and years. If you go into some of the museums, there's several small museums in town, and there's a lot of plain artists that paint scenes and ocean views all the time. And it's amazing because that view hasn't really changed over at least 100 years. People here are paying anywhere from, it's pretty similar to Newport Beach. You're still paying somewhere around $800,000 for a condo, and then you're paying, depending on where you are, along the beachfront or up on the hillside, as much as $40 or $50 million. It's a place to really think hard about because it's not going to be easy to add on or do things that you normally would be able to do someplace else. In addition to being an art center, Laguna Beach is known for the Pageant of the Masters and also the Sawdust Festival. And these two events are held during the summer for a number of weeks. They highlight and focus on artisans and their wares. And it's an unbelievable experience to see what you can find walking around a little festival. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the best master planned community in California. But before I do that, if any of these other properties or areas have resonated with you, why don't you leave a comment below? I'd love to hear your thoughts. The next city in Orange County that I like is Irvine, and I say this because it's a planned community, and they have about 300,000 people, which is pretty big for Orange County. Most of the folks that live here work there. A lot of them are business owners. A lot of them have children. children and they're looking for the best education, Irvine's school system is one of the top in the state. It's definitely worth considering if you're interested in making sure your kids get the best opportunity to grow within the sports system and the academic systems here. Some of the specialized areas include Fawn Glen, Turtle Rock, Woodbridge, and University Park, which is located adjacent to UCI and in fact was developed to support UCI. They all have different access to the freeways and the beach. No matter what, you can get down to a beach within 15 to 20 minutes and get down to the Newport area or even Huntington Beach. And because Irvine has become so popular, it's newer. When I say newer, built primarily in the 80s, price points can start anywhere from around $1 million all the way up to $7 million depending on the community that you're looking at. I see a lot of properties here that have been expanded. You might find something that's as big as 10,000 square foot. Another beach area city that we haven't talked too much about is Costa Mesa. Costa Mesa is a bedroom community that borders Huntington Beach and also on the other end, Newport Beach. This community was built to support technically the working class over the years because it wasn't as pricey as these beach towns were. Now, can you get to the beach? Of course. Costa Mesa is always building up and getting bigger and better all the time. They've got a thriving cultural area, great Asian food, great Mexican food. Costa Mesa has about 115,000. So I want to show you a few places in this Costa Mesa area. It's like I said, it's a bedroom community and it's become very popular because of where it's located. Okay, so this is Costa Mesa. It goes all the way up here. This is the river channel. This is Huntington Beach. Over on this side, this is Jamboree Road, and this is Newport Beach. So what happens is if you're coming down the 55 and you want to live on this side, which is primarily single family and townhouse communities, and it's really, really easy to just go down these side streets to get right down here to Newport Beach. This is what we call the east side. There's great hiking over here. You've got the reserve and you can ride along the way or you can just walk around here. On this side is this is the west side, okay? Now, got Orange Coast. The highlights are Orange Coast College. This is the OC Fairgrounds where they have the annual OC Fair that runs for about a month every summer. You can come all the way down here on the 55 to get to Pacific Coast Highway. This becomes Newport Boulevard after you get off, you pass the 91 freeway. This is Newport Boulevard, okay? A lot of restaurants, a lot of stores up in here. It's really kind of cool. It's like Old Town. When you come down on the 55, you've got Hoag Hospital right in this area and easy access to Fashion Island. It's actually quite nice and very user-friendly, good parking. This area here, which is the west side Costa Mesa, again, they've gotten a lot of new developments, a lot of townhouses and condos going up because people want to live this way. They don't mind driving or taking a bike to get down to the beach, but it gets them to the freeway in minutes. And I think that it's an up-and-coming area, and they are working always to enhance and make it better. John Wayne Airport is right here. Easy access again. Costa Mesa boasts, this is South Coast Plaza. I mean, it's got some of the finest shopping you're ever going to find in California, probably in the country. It's Orange County Museum of Art, just reopened about 2 years ago. Very cool. Very nice area, very nice restaurants. I think that this is something that might be a good option if you don't mind being a little bit outside of the mainstream and the beach towns. If that sounds up your alley, drop a comment below. The price point for townhomes or condos run anywhere from $600,000 all the way up to $3 million, depending on where you want to live. The next city we're going to talk about is San Clemente. It is a beachside city. It supports Camp Pendleton for people whose loved ones are at Pendleton or if they work at the camp. It's become very popular with surfers over the years. Some of the neighborhoods in San Clemente that are very popular are Marblehead, because you're up on the hillside. This is Marblehead. And they have a lot of properties up on the hillside. Very, very popular. Up here is what we call Talega. Talega is, you can see the golf course is right here. But this community was built, gosh, I want to say in the 90s. And one of the things we used to say when you're driving down the freeway, you can't miss it because they all have red tile roofs. And it's very much a standard community. It's got good schools. It's got good access to the freeway. A lot of people like it because it's newer. And you can get over across the 5 to the beach area within 10 minutes. And of course, just up the road, a short way is South Coast Plaza, and that's really, really popular with people who live down this way. In recent times, the city has started to develop the downtown area, so it's much more user-friendly and popular with tourists. One of the best things about the area is down this way, as you get close to San Onofre Beach, which is where the nuclear plant used to be operating, is Trestles Beach. This is the best, well-known beach surfing area along the coast. So it doesn't matter where these surfers are from, they will drive to get to Trestles if there's a good wave to have. All right, I'm going to give you some information on another place that's near and dear to my heart because I have friends who live down this way. I've seen it double in size and improve all the opportunities that you could have as a resident or as a tourist. So this is Dana Point. Dana Point Harbor has some of the best docks for boat owners. It's also known for the whale watching opportunities. This whole area here, which is the shopping area, is being redeveloped. They're adding lots more parking, lots more restaurants. Good thing about it is when you come down here, I've done the Tricky Trot. The Tricky Trot goes all the way around Dana Point Harbor. It comes down and we run around all the boats here too. It's fun and people dress up, and that's their big Thanksgiving outing. You can now go up toward the Ritz-Carlton and on Silver Road. This is a brand new community on the beach called the Strand. You can take Niguel Road, or actually even come from Crown Valley, come down along PCH if you're a hiker or a walker. You can come down on Selva Road onto the beach, and this is the Strand. The lot started selling somewhere at $3 to $5 million, and I'm talking a good 15 years ago. Now these homes are reselling. They're all built. They're being rebuilt, and they're selling for starting at $10 million. The sky's the limit. Unlimited views. They've got a boardwalk, and you can actually walk up the hillside and come across the wetlands here into the Dana Point Harbor. You're coming this way, and then you come around down here into the harbor area. It's outstanding. It's just beautiful. The good news is that some of these homes up here around Golden Lantern, they're affordable. I mean, you can get a nice townhouse there that's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths for somewhere around $1 million. And you got a double car garage. You walk right down Niguel Road and you can be at the beach in minutes if you don't mind a little bit of a hike. This area is a little bit further away from the freeway, so you've got to drive to get onto the freeway. Once you get onto the 5 going south or going north, it's pretty easy. Of course, having the fast pass to get you on the toll road is quicker. Nonetheless, I think that if you have the luxury of working from home or you don't have to work, this might be a place that you would like. Text me if you have any questions on these cities. Check the link below and I'll be happy to get you the information. Okay, so are you ready for a very fun town? This is Seal Beach. Seal Beach is located, it's at the very northern end of Orange County, okay? It's right here. They have about 24,000 residents living in this area. Here's the interesting thing about Seal Beach. This area here is Old Town. This area here is on the hill. This area here is Leisure World, which is the senior community. And then we go up here to the other part of Seal Beach. And it's all Seal Beach. Very, very different communities, okay? So Seal Beach, Old Town, lots and lots and lots of small, older homes. Probably you can get a 2-bedroom there. In fact, I know that there are 2 bedrooms, 1,000 square feet on a decent sized lot, probably about 5,000 square feet, that can be had in original condition for probably somewhere between $1 million to $1.3 million right now, depending on which block. A lot of these places have been torn down, rebuilt, and now you're looking at a 3-story structure that's got about 4,000 square feet with a double attached garage. And they're going for at least 3 million on up. If you're on the ocean front, easily 6 million, if not closer to 10 million. Now on the hill, again, one of those bedroom family communities, people who are working in Los Angeles and they want to live close to the beach, this is probably one of your better bets to buy in because it's more affordable than anything in LA County, and it's easy access to the freeway. Because once you get on the freeway here at the 405, you have several different ways to go. You can get on the 405, you can go up on the 22, you can connect to the 5 freeway. If you go up the 55, there's you can get all the way up to the 5, you can go to the 10 or the 60, depending on where you need to be in LA County. Leisure World is up here. It's a very, very popular. If I recall, I think there's over 1,000 homes in there for people 55 or older. Again, it's an older community, but it's easy access. There's lots of ways to get on the freeway, lots of services that can come here. Safe. It's guarded. The majority of the homes there are 2 bedrooms with 1 or 2 baths, and they run probably between $300 up to $600,000 a piece. There are 11 different mutuals, or what we call sections, in that community. They all have their different rules and regs and HOA fees. Again, they have a pool, they have a hospital on site, they have a church, they have a school for activities, they have concerts. You know, it's a safe place to be, especially if you're concerned about mom or dad that are going to be living alone. Now I'm going to tell you about Laguna Niguel, and it's a small community of about 65,000 people, residents. There are opportunities here for people who want to be close to the beach, but they need to be in a special community. They need to be close to shopping. They don't want to be involved in traffic on a daily basis. And the school system is good. Starting on Pacific Coast Highway from the Crown Valley Freeway, we have the Ritz-Carlton and we have the Waldorf Astoria. The Waldorf has a golf course, and if you drive up Crown Valley, then we have the El Niguel golf course on the right-hand side. Now, you can easily buy a 2 or 3 bedroom house starting at around $1 million, depending on the size and the condition of the property. As you go up Crown Valley, you're going to see lots and lots of shopping roads to take you up to the top of the bluff. Some of them have some pretty awesome views as you go into those developments. Laguna Niguel is overlooked by many people because they don't think it's a beach community, but I can assure you, you can get to Dana Point, San Clemente, Laguna Beach, and Newport Beach within minutes, and the views are astronomical. It's like driving Big Sur down in Orange County. Okay, the last place I'm going to take you is to Mission Viejo. Mission Viejo is more inland in Orange County. Interestingly enough, it's become very popular with people who want to have access to the beaches, and they want to have the benefits of living in a community that has good schools, great parks, and gets you close to the freeway. I know many people who live up that way, and they like it because you can ride for miles without having a lot of traffic issues. You can get to the parks and into the regional areas for hiking. I'll show you where we're at up here. It's right here, Mission Viejo. Okay. They've got about, it's been growing and growing. I know of several new developments that have gone up. If you drive up Mission Viejo Boulevard, this is Mission Viejo Lake. And there are some communities right here on the water. You can actually rent a little dock for your boat if you choose to. They range from a 2 bedroom. You can probably find something that's not updated in the high $800,000 or $900,000 price range, or if it's been updated with good views, you're going to be paying about $1.2 million. And you're going to see the best of Orange County than the beach communities would show you. Okay, so there you have it. These are the top 10 cities in Orange County from my perspective, and I've been here for 20 years selling real estate. Everybody's got a price point or criteria that they need to meet in order to be comfortable wherever they move to. And that criteria could be beach access, it could be private schools, it could be the freeways, possibly you need to be closer to Seal Beach to get to LA. All those things play a part in what your decision's going to be as you move forward to buy here. Those are the things that people I work with tell me, but what's your criteria? What's important to you if you're going to move out this way? Drop me a comment below and the link, and I'll be happy to reach out to you and see what I can do to show you around. I'm Ann Stefanucci, and hopefully we'll see you at the beach soon.